I messed up the merge. Not the official merge. The official merge went off without a hitch. We are officially on proof of stake. No more energy wasting proof of work for Ethereum. But the merge album, I made a mistake, so let's talk about it. First, let's talk about what was awesome. We've got over 5.6 ETH in our contract, and we had 99 people buy the merge. So we've got 95 items with 89% unique owners. This was a really awesome drop. We had a lot of success, a lot of cool collectors, and we leveraged a cool feature called liquid splits, which we'll talk about in a little bit. I messed up in the withdrawal. So all of the NFTs are totally safe, and most of the entire contract is safe. The challenge is this withdrawal function. I wrote it up in a way that leverages something called transfer, and transfer is not the right way to send to a Gnosis safe, so it does not have enough gas, and so as a result, here is what it looks like when you try to send. It runs out of gas because there's a hard-coded limit of 2,300 gas. However, we're trying to send to a Gnosis safe, which requires more than that 2,300 gas limit. As a result, using the transfer method does not work. So the first thing, talking with the 0x Splits team, they recommended I leverage something called EIP 2929. This is gas cost increases for state access opcodes. So for things where there is a natural gas limit of this 2,300 or other opcodes with that, we can tweak that native gas limit. I tried playing around with it. I even built out this cool little site, and however, when we do the withdrawal, we can see that we do get an access list here, and it produces an access list with all 4 of our addresses and storage keys. I'm not going to fire this off, but when I do fire it off, it does the exact same error. And so now I'm sitting over here stressing when I finally find this Gnosis safe article. And then the 2 options that it recommends for a solution is 1, what I've already been doing, a VIP 2929, and this other one, which I didn't really consider an option until I ran out of options. Make sure that the Gnosis safe has been accessed before the transaction, i.e. use a safe transaction to trigger the contract that is moving ETH. I just used this to write a very simple contract called UNBLOCK.sendAndWithdraw. And then the first thing it does is it's doing a better call to send ETH into the Gnosis safe, and then it calls the same transaction that I'm trying to call. But again, this is stacking 2 transactions. The first one where it warms up the Gnosis safe, and then the second one where it actually withdraws the funds from that Gnosis safe once it's been warmed up. And so I deployed that over here. We've got our send and withdraw, and when I execute this, I can type in any native gas amount, and we actually get a transaction that pops up. It's very inexpensive. I've already executed it. I'm not going to execute it again just because it's not necessary, but here is the result. Let's compare it real quick to what the failed one was. We can see that the first couple things were from my initial transaction where I sent the ETH. It hits the Gnosis safe, and it also does our delegate call. We can see originally we were sending our 1.4 and then our 2.5 ETH, which we did right here. But this is where it was failing because it wasn't able to have the gas for the delegate call. Because I sent our initial transaction, we did have enough gas to trigger that delegate call. And then we also had enough to distribute to myself as well as to the liquid split. So now we have a bunch of funds sitting in the liquid split. Let's take a look at that. So here is our liquid split. If you're not familiar with liquid split, it's built on top of the 0x Splits hyperstructure, and it is a dynamic split where the recipients of the split are owners of the original NFTs. In this merge album, each of these songs is an individual NFT that already existed, and so the owners of these original NFTs are going to get paid out right now. Here's the liquid split right now. It hasn't been distributed yet, so it just has this native value. Let's distribute the liquid split now. So this is the last step. We're going to withdraw a liquid split. Let's execute it. Kind of an no, not too expensive. Let's send that. Fingers crossed that it works. I have not tried this yet. This is the first time I'm executing this. Really, really hope it works. It looks like it went through. Looks like it went through, and so now if we come back over here to our liquid split, we should see no more money in here. All of our ETH has now been moved, we've transferred. And so if we come back over here to the liquid split, we can see that it's been updated. We can see that it automatically distributed the funds to 1.4 ETH, and it distributed it to all of the holders of the original NFTs. So Superfizz got 33%, Poap.eth got 8.3%, and then the rest of the people got the rest of the payout. So we have officially paid out everybody. We paid out the ETH core devs, we paid out the Songade DAO, we paid out the liquid split, and everybody has now been paid out from the merge. So even though I messed up the merge, I was able to find a solution. So thanks for bearing with me, Songade man. Thank you for bearing with me, the Songade DAO. I really appreciate getting to work with you on this special project for the merge. This is Sweets, signing off.